Okay, lots of progress today on Radiohead House. We've been adding some things to the second drop, and then also building out the kind of cool down section after this drop, getting ourselves ready to swell back up into this energy. So I'll play it about halfway through the first half of the drop and let you kind of hear all the stuff we did. And there's nothing new after that. It just kind of continues to swell up through that. I really do like the way this just drops in here. I think this is pretty solid. Good echoes here with like the claps, kind of like just the way that they carry on here. This is just a really good little sound. I might try to like save this as a patch with this as a sound on it. It's like, I don't know, so I can just use that in other things. One of the things we made today that you kind of hear hanging over there is this pads high sound, which is just it's the very similar patch as the very same patch as the other pads we have going on, but with our shaper box much more sped up, a lot more of a higher pace tremolo there. It hangs on for a real long time, so we automated it to fade out and then come back in a little bit later on. But yeah, just these little three notes that you heard there, it creates a nice little sound. I need a little bit of extra texture on top. The other thing that you heard there for just a moment is this little almost kind of like Ocarina of Time style of like little notes that kind of come in and out, just to accentuate that little bit of melodic motion. I thought it was a nice little touch. I kind of want to hear, what does that sound like up an octave? Nah, I think I like it better where it was. Outside of those two things, one of the things we added was this choir in here. This sounds, I feel like, goes really well with this sound. So much warmth to it. This is just a Spitfire choir, just called Epic Choir. It's set to the tenor bass's long sounds. They have this ethereal microphone built in. It's got a lot of more like kind of high frequencies, and they describe it down here in their little information box as a digitally affected signal created using saturation, reverb, and EQ for a glistening and shimmering sound. Exactly the sort of thing I'm looking for here. A little bit of the like tree mixed in for a little bit more. Have a little bit that bass under there. We actually did have to pitch these down. Weirdly in this UI, I feel like I'm missing something here, but somehow I could not figure out a way to just type this number in, so it's at 2.07. It's technically a little bit flat, but you know, it's a major chord. It'll sound okay a little bit flat. We also have EQ'd a pretty high shelf there. That's what it sounds like without it. But I like it filling in that space a little bit in the top. And then the bass, that dark analog bass. I really like the way it kind of rolls in with the da-dun. That's pretty strong. Yeah, this is pretty. I think those sounds really go, at least on these headphones, go together really, really well. And I want to kind of keep building this out or extending this build section a little bit longer than the previous one. With this little thing here, we're gonna add a lot more little whooshes and effects and kind of like actually get this into like feeling like a really cool drop. And I feel like it'll feel really good to have like a full like measured drop off or something like. I think it will be really cool. Yeah, I think this is a little cooldown section. Needs some effects, but otherwise it's pretty good and done. So yeah, just another drop coming up, and then this track will be done pretty quickly here. I know we said we were working on drum and bass next, but this has just kind of felt fun and easy and very effective. So I'm hopeful to get this one done and get back in the drum and bass quickly. If you guys are sticking around for that, don't worry, it's coming back. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys later. Bye-bye.